The Blood Angels, your classic space vampires. No, not those space vampires. And their beloved chapter master Dante, with his classic inability to die. As well as Horus. Wait, no, wrong character. Why is everything black now? Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do a lore video mainly focused on for like beginners, focusing more on Commander Dante, chapter master of the Blood Angels. Dante is one of the more recognized space marines in the setting. He is one of the great heroes of humanity, serving over 1,000 years in the name of the Imperium. But our hero comes from humble beginnings. See, before Dante was Dante, he was a nobody named Louis. Louis's mother died, leaving him to be alone with his dad, who he then promptly abandoned to travel to become a space marine. See, Louis lived on a planet called Baal, and on Baal, the Blood Angels were stationed there. Louis traveled across the Great Salt Waste, which separated where he was staying and where the Blood Angels were staying. Louis traveled across the Great Salt Waste, but unfortunately collapsed due to thirst. Just as he was about to die, and this is a reoccurring theme with the poor man, he was brought back from the brink of death by being known as the Sanguinor, which in reality requires its own video and everything. Past this, Dante was able to take part in the trials to become a space marine. He managed to pass them all with flying colors and then was given the Kool-Aid, aka synthesized blood of Sanguinius, to drink from. This blood allowed the gene seed of the Blood Angels to be implanted into him. From here, like all past Blood Angel aspirants, he was entombed in a sanctified sarcophagus to stay within a year to let the actual gene seed grow within him. It was in here that the sanguinary priest started actually keeping an eye on him, like a D1 scouter looking at a 6'2" high school basketball player. Unlike the rest of the aspirants, Louis wasn't having the time of his life, to say the least. From seeing visions of all sorts of nasty and terrible things, he endured for 1 year until he emerged from the coffin and reborn as Dante. Dante really only became chapter master just because literally anyone else qualified was dead. In the Callius insurrection at the end of the fighting, only around 200 space marines from the Blood Angels remained. Among those in the remaining sanguinary priests and chaplains, they elected Dante as chapter master because he was the rank of captain and the only one left as captain. From here, he dropped his red space marine armor and then he donned the golden artificer armor that he's mostly known for, the death mask of Sanguinius, and his axe mortalis and perdition pistol. From here, he became a force not to be messed with on the battlefield. Dante's exploits on the battlefield are many, and second to none in the Blood Angels. And I could go on and on about his rap sheet and his whole list of achievements, but we'll be here forever. But I think his most famous ones include his final stand during the Devastation of Baal. As a reminder, the Devastation of Baal was when the Tyranid High Fleet decided to invade the homeworld of the Blood Angels. Baal was extremely brutal for both the Bugs and the Imperium. 5 chapter masters of the Blood Angels fell in battle, and a freaking Khornite army led by a personal enemy of the Blood Angels, Kabunda, was there only to make sure the Tyranids didn't kill the Blood Angels outright. The fighting showcased how much a demon on the battlefield Dante was. So much so, he went toe-to-toe with the Swarm Lord, which is basically a physical manifestation of the Hive Mind, the guy that leads the Tyranids, and he managed to come out top. Of course, Dante sustained many wounds during this and fell. After that fight, he came so close to dying here and passing on and meeting with his father Sanguinius, only for his father to tell him, "Yeah, no, you still got stuff to do, boy, get back into the fight." To which Dante promptly yelled in anguish for having to stay alive in the 40k verse. Baal was saved by the Indominus Crusade led by Guilliman and the Primaris Marines, and the Blood Angels ranks were bolstered with the Primaris Marines, with Dante even undergoing the surgery to become a Primaris Marines himself. Don't forget, Dante wants to die, and he wishes to. His tabletop model even has Deep Strike built into him, just because in the lore he Deep Strikes every fight. He's old and tired. He views himself as a product of probability, outright saying so in one of the books. Someone from the Space Marines was going to live as long as him. Someone from the Blood Angels was going to become chapter master eventually. Someone was going to be like him. But that doesn't necessarily give him a suicidal mindset. No Space Marine, from my knowledge, commits suicide, but it gives you a sense as to what the man is thinking inside of his head. Dante may be a product of chance, but that product of chance is a terrifying force of nature and a hero to man, and I think he forgets that sometimes. Yeah, the average Imperium citizen knows big heroes like Lorgan Grimnar or Magnus Calgar, but when you see a literal freaking angel made of gold come down swooping, cleaving enemies in two, that's more than enough to bring back your fighting spirit and more than enough to keep you going. His servant Aurafeo outright says the same thing, as Aurafeo rejoiced when he learned that he was going to be serving the Lord Commander Dante himself when Aurafeo failed to join the Blood Angels. The same inspiration Sanguinius inspired on the battlefield and to the average citizen lives on in his most honored son, and that, my friend, no outcome of probability can ever recreate. And that's all you need to know for some basics about Dante. I hope you guys liked the video, and if you did, you should probably check out this video right here. Like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. I guess that's what they say at the end of the videos, I don't know. Thank you.